So, what, you're a metaphysical libertarian then, Tanner?
Well, if you want to put a label on it, Chet, then sure, I guess, but I just think free will's true. It's a complicated topic, it's a complex issue, there's no question in that, boys, but physical determinism is just an antiquated viewpoint now. I just think that we have to assume that free will exists in some form.
That depends on your definition of free will. I mean, is it the ability for an agent to be free of physical constraints? Or like Thomas Aquinas surmised, is free will a mental state?
Or would you agree with Daniel Dennett when he contends that free will is the ability to do the unexpected or unpredictable?
Well, I'd have to maintain that free will is freedom from determinism.
God! 9 o'clock! Incoming!
Well, Tanner, you might be right, but as an ascriber to my own personal brand of the modified multiverse theory of reality, I don't think it's too preposterous to think that free will does exist in some form, only that every action we undertake creates a new reality that has always existed in another universe.
So, you're a compatibilist, Hunter?
Why don't we go ahead and break it down in terms that even you can understand? The thing is, we're passing in between an infinite number of realities at any moment, which is driven by our choices, which is thereby driven by our environment, our experiences, and other conditional drivers.
Perhaps what you're postulating is simply compatibilism, under a different banner.
If I'm hearing Hunter correctly, and I think I am, then we cannot never will know if we enter another reality. So are you correct in postulating that it is theoretically possible for these realities never to interact? His interpretation of the multiverse theory does hold up under scrutiny.
But, isn't it a logical fallacy to—
Hold on, dudes! It's inbound!
We're talking philosophy here, not science. Since we can't quantify free will, nor do we have the technology to properly investigate Hunter's theory, perhaps we should debate him on the logical merit of his claim.
How very intelligent of you, Chet. Coming in with your ad hominem barbs. Why don't you and Martin Luther take your hard determinist views and hit the bricks? Oh, wait. You can't. Because you don't believe in free will!
Oh, yeah? Hey, guys! Calm down, we're all brothers!
Can it, Bryce?
You know what, Colton? I think the fact that you're the only neuroscience/physics major in Phi Ep is really getting to your head. You're mistaking accomplishment for intrinsic worth. Something you and I both know are the core parts of a human development.
Yeah, coming from a guy who it took 3 weeks to solve Carantis' conundrum.
It was a complicated problem, you what?
Yeah, for a 4-year-old.
Babelers, baby bound!
So, you guys can go to Dave & Buster's and pound some few brews up our buttholes?
Yeah, all right.
Derby Owners Club.